Hello and welcome to Sportsnet Central. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Sam Covone. Only one bird could prevail on Sunday down in Baltimore. We'll bring you the highlights of the Eagles' gutsy win over the Ravens. Joel Embiid returns, but how much more can we expect from the big man? Answers are few and far between. And baseball's winter meetings got underway. How is Alec Boehm handling being the subject of trade rumors? We'll hear from Phil's manager, Rob Thompson, on that. But let's start things off with the Eagles. The Eagles had never beaten the Ravens down in Baltimore, but they didn't have Saquon Barkley in those games. We'll get to Barkley in a bit. Eagles had to overcome an early 9-0 deficit. Big play here before the half. Jalen Hurts on the QB sneak to 1. He'd score a play later. Eagles led by 2 at the half. Huge test for the Eagles defense facing Lamar Jackson and a prolific Ravens attack. Huge play early in the third. Baltimore in the red zone. Jackson runs out of time. Zach Bond with the sack. Big loss on the play. That would prove to be costly. The usually reliable Justin Tucker misses the 47-yard attempt. He missed 3 kicks on the night. That one would have put Baltimore in front. Instead, the Eagles keep the 2-point lead. And it remained that way into the fourth. Then, Saquon Barkley erupts from 25 yards out. He becomes the first player to rush for more than 100 yards against Baltimore's top-ranked rush defense. That score gives the Eagles some breathing room. The Birds' D had answers for Baltimore's Derrick Henry all night long. How about Cooper DeJean with the textbook tackle to keep Henry from getting first down yards? What a play by the rookie DeJean. And now, Barkley and the Birds able to match a physical Ravens team and put this one away on their own terms. Barkley with this late first down, the Ravens out of time for a comeback. Eagles with their 8th straight win, 24-19 over the Ravens. Here's Barkley after the game.
We knew how good of a defense they are, but at the end of the day, they still didn't go against us. And we know how great of an offense we are and great of a run team we are, and especially how great those guys are up front. So, we heard it, we seen it, but at the end of the day, we want to come in and get a win.
Saquon Barkley continues his pursuit of NFL history. Should he maintain his current pace of rushing yards per game over the Eagles' remaining schedule, he would become the league's all-time single-seating leading rusher. That title has belonged to Eric Dickerson for the last 40 years. Saquon still has a chance. On to the Sixers finally getting some positive developments in recent weeks. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games, and Joel Embiid returned to the lineup for the first time in 2.5 weeks after he was sidelined with left knee swelling. But were it not for the brace on Embiid's surgically repaired left knee, you'd have a tough time knowing it was his 5th game of the season. Sixers have played 22 to this point. Embiid led the Sixers with 31 points and 12 rebounds. There's still uncertainty as to what sort of availability the team can expect from Joel going forward. So here's Nick Nurse on what's next for the team.
We have tomorrow off, and training camp starts on Tuesday. Yeah, that's what I told them. We're gonna practice, man, and work on a bunch of stuff we need to get better at all week.
Lots of baseball's movers and shakers descended upon Dallas, Texas this week for the MLB winter meetings. The Phillies brass is once again tasked with trying to figure out how to get over the team's hump and capture the franchise's 3rd World Series. The Phillies find themselves in a bit of a predicament with third baseman Alec Boehm. He was named an All-Star last season for the first time in his career, but also went through some second-half struggles and continues to sometimes let his emotions get the best of him when things aren't going his way. Here's Phillies manager Rob Thompson on a recent conversation he had with Boehm.
I just wanted to let him know that, we're not, this guy's a really good player. And we're not shopping him, but because he's a good player, there's a whole lot of interest in him. This is probably the first time he's ever gone through something like this. So I just want to ease his mind.
Now, you know that team that beat the Phillies in the playoffs? Well, they also happen to land the biggest free agent in all of baseball history in terms of contract size. Outfielder Juan Soto goes from the New York Yankees to the New York Mets. He signed a 15-year, $765 million contract. Soto started his career in the NL East, where he spent parts of 5 seasons with the Washington Nationals. Let's finish things off with some fun with the Flyers. Rookie phenom Matvei Michkov turned 20 years old on Monday. But just a few hours before the stroke of midnight, the dynamic young Russian delivered another memorable moment to his remarkable rookie season. Shortly after being ejected for his involvement in a late-game scuffle in Sunday's loss to the Utah Hockey Club, Michkov signed an autograph before heading back to the dressing room. Pretty cool to leave that as his last image as a teenager in the NHL. John Tortorella was asked at yesterday morning skate if he was aware of what Michkov did.
Oh, I know nothing about that, no. When did he do that?
But after he got tossed out at the last game.
Did he?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. No, I haven't seen the video.
See, even John Tortorella can't help but crack a little smile when talking about Michkov. But that's going to do it for me in the NBC Sports studio. Thank you so much for joining us. For Sportsnet Central, I'm Sam Covone. Have a great day.